What are the advantages of working with a broker through the enrollment process?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, health insurance is not something that, we spend a lot of time thinking about, right? I mean, honestly, I bought health insurance as an individual one time in my life. Every other plan I've had has been through an employer, and I didn't really have a choice. It's just take this or that option. That's it. It's this company. Um, that's not the case. So we're not really trained, right, on how to do this. So it's a very confusing program. Right, we already talked about there's one big decision about Medicare supplement versus Advantage. And then you make that decision and it's like, well, what supplement, what company, what drug plan, what dental, what extra benefits, where can I go? So there's a lot of things that we're just not ever trained on. The government doesn't tell you when to enroll in Medicare. They don't tell you really how to go or where to go or how to, to go about picking your plan. So what we're ultimately going to do is help you understand, look, this is totally new. We understand it. We're starting at square one. That's why I mentioned education earlier. We really pride ourselves on the idea of educating people first and then helping you, select the plans and ultimately providing you the insurance solution. So, getting educated, making sure you're not missing any timelines. I don't know if I ever told you this story, but, my dad, but I got into this business kind of right around the time he was dealing with Medicare, and it was so eye-opening that people need help because he made certain mistakes that resulted in a late enrollment penalty, him having to buy an individual policy at 65 plus, which is very expensive, on the open market. And it's just, there's nothing intuitive about it. You're just like, I don't know. Hopefully I did this right. All right, so making sure we don't miss enrollment timelines, avoid penalties, avoid lapses in coverage, making sure that, hey, there are certain coverage decisions that might impact you the rest of your life. You may not be able to make certain changes either. So, don't pick something because it works for what you have, your situation now, your medical conditions now, and you may not be able to get something else later, right? So there's a lot that goes into it. And look, at the end of the day, we're an independent resource, as many of our colleagues around the industry are, so we're not beholden to an insurance company. It's like we just want to make sure that we're finding the right solution for you. It's not about, making a square peg fit in a round hole. We have to make sure that your solution is your solution for you. And guess what? Your wife might have a totally different insurance, right? Because she's got her own insurance and her own needs. So just someone that's going to focus on finding, what's right for you. And again, there's no cost and it's a lifetime or a lifelong relationship.
Yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you. And thanks again for joining me today. I think our clients and others can benefit tremendously from this conversation.
I appreciate it.